We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. First carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Throwing on first down. Ingram. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On first and 10, Ingram. Over the middle, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hurry up, here we go.
first and 10. Mayfield. He'll leave it for Hunt. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Hunt. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Yeah. What's going on, bro?
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. A first down throw for Mayfield.
Fuck.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mayfield on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little game.
All right, what were you saying? Yeah. Man, with Hunt, my offensive line. Last year, it was fucking my defense. Like, my defense is just getting that ass whooped. Yeah. I'm trying to turn down my volume so I can hear you talking. Alright, let's try that.
We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. It's Chubb, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Try to throw here. Mayfield. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And see, it gets really hard down here in the red zone. You know what I'm saying? When you get up to the 5-6 yard line,
now they face a
smart.
3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on
Watch
2nd down.
Barney.
That's not what
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run. This is Hunt.
Get in there.
Barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank.
I've been hooked on that damn
the only one happy about
the show 19
kicker.
MLB.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone.
This one's actually pretty fun, man. All the other ones have been pretty hard for me.
Kick that one through.
I don't know about that.
But
I don't know about that.
this one,
They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll be tackled shy
this one's
of the
actually
35.
made pretty simple
gets
to
him
do.
a little extra on the play. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Let's go. Grand 38.
Yeah, they're talking about having a battle royale.
To throw on 2nd down. Ingram. And the hit jarred it loose.
I was about to say, man, that motherfucker caught that and mine dropped it in
this
the end
defense,
zone.
especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Hey. Got three.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the woods and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Ohio! 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 Hey, switch gears. Hut! Hut!
From the gun, Ingram, and he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I do have to admit, I like it when
Hey, it works,
all comes
man. You
together.
know what I mean?
When the
Hey,
top
man.
part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet. Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love where you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's a loss of a yard
That's
there,
also
and
one
now
of my favorite
second
runs.
down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost.
No, actually, I have my own.
Looking to
Oh,
throw.
shit.
Ingram steps away
Good.
to his left.
Fucking.
And his throw is
Hey,
incomplete.
you fucking fooled the shit out of me.
So a minute 55 to go in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Let's go!
Off play action. Ingram. And that is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep,
Yeah.
Jarvis Landry.
See, honestly, man, I miss the days of just pocket quarterbacks. You know what I mean?
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident
Yes,
enough to
Rez,
do
I
it
know I
on the
didn't
last
catch
drive,
it.
starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about
Sorry, I
what they're
got one of my
presenting
guys on my
and
stream.
continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
4 down! Hurry up, here we go! 3!
They go play action here on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback,
read that
sometimes
one
you just
off
got
the
to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Blue Niner!
First down, Mayfield. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the
Detroit!
toughest route to
Detroit!
defend? And I'm like,
No,
any of them.
check. Patriots!
Especially if it's a good
Patriots!
receiver.
Bad
that
idea.
makes things
Bad
very
idea.
difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Set! Blue Niner!
backfield now looking to throw on first down.
What?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number
Rez, I don't need to hear
in
it.
his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back seven on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Let's go!
On first down, Ingram. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10.
Set! Blue line!
Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Lambert. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Get it to Beckham, and it's
Trying to get it over your
intercepted.
head.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to throw. Ingram. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Ingram throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Names first. This now from 46 yards away. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined
He was
it.
on the
And I have
ground.
to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because
I'm telling you, man.
Because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each
No,
and
they
every
don't.
time.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
Final
20
play of
man
the
is
first half,
what they're
barring
saying
a
it's all
penalty
going to be.
as they come up on
Gun,
1st and 10.
gun! Gun, gun! Now let's go!
play of the half. Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more than some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Lucky 56.
Hang on 1 second.
No. Check. Patriot.
They stay on the ground again. It's Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Hot.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Yeah, that's Madden. even some of my plays is like, yeah, right. No.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Detroit! Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer.
You can always
about
download
how far
Madden
you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
At any point in time.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Here we go now. 3 and 8.
Here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays.
Killing me right now.
But no, the grass looks greener on the other side.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down.
Mayfield now from the 50. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
There's a few people watching right now.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll wind up with
Oh, you're good. Shit, if it works, bro, I ain't mad at you. It's the one. It's the ones that fucking. It's a touchdown every time. You know what I'm saying? That's the shit that gets on my nerves.
He needs to see that.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
We got three. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ingram, he's going to walk one deep left side here. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
True that.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Ingram. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. From down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Ingram. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
I am the world's worst about the same thing. I'll see somebody running like, oh, you want to play? You want to play? I got you.
You bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
What do I want to do?
Hardwood steamer.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Operating from the gun. Ingram.
Good.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you
Here we go.
Exactly.
Green,
Put it all the way
39.
down
Green,
and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost it.
Oh, boy.
And we're back now here in Cleveland.
I mean, dude, I was hitting triangle before your guy even got near me. I just don't get it. I'm telling you, man. Madden hates me.
They're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Mayfield to throw it. He's got room to run past the 20. As he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
Now Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And that goes for a gain of 31. Mayfield showing why he was the #1 overall pick. He's got the Browns on the move. 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Run!
They'll run again with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
4 down, check. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hurry up, here we go. 319, 319. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They give it to him running left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns add on to their lead. Zerline now for the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Zerline out now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Let's go! What?
From the gun, Ingram. A dump off to Elliott. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
Let's go! What?
To throw on 3rd down, Ingram. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What?
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
I thought you
and
had
defensively,
that.
that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
All right, here we go.
Now Hunt. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
4 down. Check.
They run again with Hunt. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Cleveland, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL